This is Antony Rotunno, and this is the 10th and final interview in a series with musicians in Madrid. And today we've got very happy to have Victoria Bolorinos, otherwise known as Victoria Rose. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Is Victoria Rose a stage name?
No, Rose is my middle name.
Oh, okay.
So my complete name is Victoria Rose Bolorinos.
Okay. And do you just use that because it's a bit shorter and snappier?
Yeah, Bolorinos is ugly and not a
It's a good name for an author. If you ever write a book, you should use Bolorinos. Okay, let's set the scene. It's another scorcher in Madrid. In fact, this sun's, it's not funny anymore, is it? It's getting a bit ridiculous. What do you reckon it is today? 38, 37?
In the 40s.
40, yeah?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's Wednesday, 15th of July. Yeah, this is the last interview. I've been going about 3 months, and I thought I'd stop at 10 because I keep covering lots of ground, and also it's a complete fucker editing them. It takes 3 or 4 hours. Anyway, so you just came back from Ethiopia.
Mm-hmm.
Addis Ababa? Were you in Addis Ababa? Where
No,
were you?
I was in Zwei, south of Addis. And then I spent my last 10 days in Addis.
Okay.
But
And
most of the time I was in the Zwei.
what were you doing over there?
I was
Were
teaching.
you on tour? No?
No.
That was worth a try. I thought you might be on tour.
I was volunteering as an English teacher and teaching some classes on creativity and innovation and design because the nuns have a fashion design school there, but they've been making what they're making isn't selling, so they're trying to innovate. So I was doing that, and then I was also helping with the feeding program, which is just this program they have where they feed women who have been left by their husbands and who have lots of 3 or more children. They give them food, and I was helping with that as well.
All right. Was it good experience?
Yeah, it was amazing. I want to go back as soon as possible.
So you were dealing with poor people, right? Or not necessarily.
Yeah, mostly. I mean,
No, because I wanted to ask you about like stereotypes of poor people. Because sometimes people glorify them. They just think that because someone's poor, they're automatically sort of more noble than a rich person. I didn't mean to go deep so early. I'm sorry. I was going to start with some really shallow questions. I don't know. What do you think about the situation of like working with poor people? Was it what you expected or not?
I mean, I didn't have any expectations.
Right.
I wanted to feel useful. I was feeling really useless in Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to do something constructive, something that meant something to someone.
But what were the people like? They seem happy, like, because another stereotype is that poor people are generally happier if they're not starving, of course.
I don't think they're happier.
No.
Their lives are simpler, definitely. And I think that makes, for some people, it's really hard to. Some people need simpler circumstances and a simpler life in order to be happy. So I think for some people it would be easier to be happy if they're poor. But I don't necessarily think that goes for everyone. I mean, I think poor people, obviously, if they don't know if they're going to be able to feed their children, they're not going to be happy. I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm just saying that people that just have enough to live don't have anything else. People seem to regard them as happier. Probably statistically it's probably true, but anyway. And did you have like kind of quite minimalist life over there? Well, you were 3 months, right?
I mean, I was living in a mission.
Was it fairly simple?
Yeah, it was simple. It was nice though. I mean, we had like running water, we had,
Crap internet connection.
crap internet.
It's
Yeah.
a good thing though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Could be.
I don't know. It was nice though. Yeah, it was simple, but it was nice. Definitely, we had more than enough. Like we had what we needed.
No, because I'm quite a minimalist myself. Do you have a lot of stuff in general? What do you think about stuff in general?
What do you mean?
I mean, do you have a lot of stuff? Do you buy a lot of stuff, or do you prefer
I mean, I'm
simple?
kind of broke,
Right.
so I don't buy a lot of stuff. But if I did have money, I would buy a lot of stuff because I like things.
Fair enough. What about the nuns?
What about the nuns?
What about the nuns? Yeah. So I know what I want to ask you. Do nuns use the internet much? Are they really into modern technology? Or?
One of them was from India, and she was like, well, actually the college that they had there had one program in fashion design and one program in IT, and one of the nuns ran the fashion design one and the other one ran the IT one. So the one who was in charge of the IT program she was like always online. She has Facebook, and now when I post stuff, she likes it. Like, she has a presence online, definitely.
So they're using Facebook.
But the rest of them no.
For pleasure, not necessarily for work.
Just for leisure time.
Oh, cool. No, because I did a retreat in Thailand, spiritual retreat with monks, and like the most holy monks you could imagine. Like they were just, and there was one English monk who was a very dry sense of humour, and he told us that they were all addicted to like YouTube videos. The really holy Thai monks. So.
When was that?
About 5 years ago.
5 years ago, he was addicted to YouTube? That's cool.
YouTube's been going about 10 years.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Apparently there's like 200,000 videos go on a day.
That's insane.
What about the music over there? Did you get into any Ethiopian music? What's big over there?
To be honest, well, I'm going to find a diplomatic way of saying this, but to be honest, Ethiopian music is nothing to write home about.
Okay.
Like, it's got this whole
genre. Just being stung, right? So.
This whole rhythm, like, you know how reggaeton has its signature rhythm?
Yeah.
Well, Ethiopian music has that, and it's like the most off-putting, clumsy, strange, just not right sequence ever, and then it never branches out of that, and it's really repetitive, and I don't like Ethiopian music.
What kind of music is it?
It's like...
What instruments?
Fuck, I wish I knew. Some strange kind of flute. Yeah, there's this flute that they sell in rural areas and stuff, and I think it's the flute that they use for their music. And then always lots of drums. And then crazy vocal gymnastics.
Can you demonstrate something?
No, I can't.
Come on, please.
I can't.
No?
It's terrible though.
Is it like really high, falsetto or something like that?
It's like, you know how the Muslims are called to prayer?
Yeah.
How it's like all over the place? It's like that. I mean, it's
kind of dissonant.
No.
No?
I mean, it's just like all over the place. I don't know how to explain it, but I will show you. I'll send you a song.
Alright.
And you'll see, and everything sounds like that, and it's really terrible.
I'll put a link to it.
But then there's one artist from the 60s who's also a traditional Ethiopian folk singer, so he goes with this whole genre.
Right.
But he's amazing. He's called Mahmoud Ahmed. You should.
Oh yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
I've got all his albums actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome.
All of them.
He's like the only exception that I know to Ethiopian music being cracked.
Okay. Are there any Ethiopian musicians who've made it in the West at all? Can you think of any?
Well, that guy definitely.
Oh, he's big in the West, is he? Oh, he was.
I think he was successful. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Musicians, I don't know. I know there's like lots of models that have become really famous. Ethiopian models. Ethiopian women are like spectacularly beautiful. Musically, I'm not sure. I know that Snoop Dogg is infamous in Ethiopia for having shot an Ethiopian immigrant in the States. And he was a musician, but that doesn't mean he was successful.
Yeah. Right. There's not like an Ethiopian Justin Bieber or anything.
No. I don't know.
There's no like pinups. Okay.
Something worth looking up, researching.
Yeah. You've actually been interviewed before, haven't you?
I'm not sure.
No, on your music page is an interview.
With Elena.
Elena, yeah. Rosillo's Rover, right? Do you remember that one?
Vaguely.
Alright, yeah. No, I looked at it before. You sent me it ages ago. Have you been to Russia? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What were you doing over there?
My mom teaches economics, and she sometimes teaches on a ship with a program called Semester at Sea. And she always tries to take all of us. There's 5 of us. So the last time she took us, we went to St. Petersburg.